Hi, I'm Scott Fitzgerald, the National Brand Ambassador for Mount Gay Rum. Today I'm going to teach you how to make an old-fashioned using the original rum, Mount Gay Rum. Now, the old-fashioned is the original cocktail defined in 1806 as a potent concoction containing 4 ingredients: bitters, sugar, water, and a spirit of any kind. Now, spirit of any kind leaves it very, very open, but I think that the best old-fashioned is made with the original rum. The original old-fashioned should be made with an original spirit, and that spirit is Mount Gay Rum. Now, when we make an old-fashioned, we have 2 different Mount Gays that we can turn to make very different old-fashions. We have the Mount Gay Black Barrel, which imparts upon it a very long, rich, spicy texture. We also have the Mount Gay X-Old, a more matured version of the Mount Gay line, but what that imparts is a deep, sumptuous richness, almost an opulence in the old-fashioned. Perfect for people who really love their true rum cocktails, while the Black Barrel is a little bit better for those who really like rye or bourbon drinks. Today we're going to use the Mount Gay Black Barrel, though. Now, what we're going to do is add 1.5 ounces of Mount Gay Black Barrel, a nice healthy pour to make sure that it's still the dominant flavor in the drink. We're then going to add 1/4 ounce of sugar, or in our case, simple syrup, a 1-to-1 mixture of water and sugar that really helps the drink flow a little bit better and doesn't provide that crunchiness that sometimes granulated sugar can add. We next want to add the bitters. Now, bitters are a very, very potent flavoring device using herbs, spices, roots, and this really helps give a lot of drive and flavor to the drink itself. We're going to add 2 dashes of that. Now, Angostura is from the West Indies, but orange bitters as well is also a really, really delightful way to add a little bit more of a citric twist to the drink itself. Today we're going to use Angostura because I personally like that, especially with the spice in the Black Barrel. We're going to add ice. Now, back in the 1800s when the cocktail was created, it was unfortunate that you weren't able to get ice commercially available everywhere. So what people would do was they'd add water, the purest spring water if possible, Bajan if they absolutely could. And what that would do was help marry the flavors. It helps soften the drink and bring out some of the more subtle aromatics in the drink itself. Now, you want to stir that for between 10 to 15 seconds so that all those flavors marry really nicely in there. Then we want to get our nice little sampling cups, fill it with a couple of ice cubes, and strain off directly into it. Now we're then going to add just a small twist of orange peel, just the peel itself, because we want those oils in there to really elevate and give a lot of life to that drink. And there you have it, the single serve old-fashioned. Cheers. In certain markets, you may not have the time to be able to make each individual old-fashioned and guide the consumer through the process. So what you'd have to do is batch. Now, in that case, you're going to use your carafe and add the same 4 ingredients, the spirit of any kind, or in our case, Mount Gay Black Barrel, the simple syrup, the bitters, and the water, but you're going to do it in a slightly different order. You're going to take your rum and do 1 750 milliliter bottle. Add that entire thing to the carafe. And while you're doing that, this gives you a good opportunity to tell them about the flavor differences between the Black Barrel and the XO. And remember, the Black Barrel imparts a spicier, longer finish on the old-fashioned, is perfect for bourbon drinkers, while the XO provides a richer, more sumptuous flavor and is really great for your traditional rum drinkers. So once that whole bottle's in there, we then want to add 4 ounces, measured with our jigger, of simple syrup. Now again, that sugar is going to help blend the flavors, give a little body and backbone to the cocktail itself, but also really highlight those richer, sweeter rum notes, like the banana and the sweet almond. We then want to give that a little bit of a stir. Now remember, don't add ice yet, because what we're going to do is make sure that this mixture doesn't dilute too much, so that in an hour you're still able to pour it with the same amount of flavor. Then want to ice up each cup individually. Now, remember to highlight on the fact that dilution and ice are really important in marrying all the flavors. With different levels of spice and flavoring, different levels of sweetness, each one of these ingredients needs to find a common ground, and that water is really going to do that for the cocktail. You then want to pour just directly over a small amount each time, and in states that allow it, you can give the bitters to the client themselves to allow them to add as much as they want to flavor it. Now remember, more than 2 or 3 dashes may take over the cocktail, so you want to err on the side of caution. Between 1 and 3 dashes is perfect for the cocktail. They can dash it themselves. Now again, remember, Angostura provides more spice, those Trinidadian, West Indian, Barbadian flavors, while the orange bitters helps highlight the citric notes in the rum itself. Then, don't forget the garnish. A small amount of orange peel, just to have those oils really sit on the top and provide a great deal of bounce and life to the cocktail. And there you have it. A nice, easy batch for a Mount Gay Black Barrel Old Fashioned. Cheers.